What's going on, everybody? Tonight, another new challenge for me. This isn't necessarily a new challenge per se, maybe a year old, but this is the Mad Cow Peppermint Maddy's Dark Chocolate Reaper Bark from Harvest 912 Mad Cow League of Fire Challenge. So ingredients: sugar, vegetable oil, unsweetened chocolate, cocoa powder, soy lecithin, non-fat dry milk, Carolina Reaper pepper, 7-pot primo pepper, ghost pepper, Trinidad scorpion, habanero, natural flavors, peppermint oil, and vanillin. They're using a lot of peppers in that, a lot of different kinds. I like that. I like the habaneros in there. This is interesting. So I'm not a big peppermint fan. So you might ask, well, why am I doing it? I guess just because it's a new challenge for me, and I wanted to experience it at least once. I only have one of them, so and I just did the Mad Bull Cow butterscotch bark, so I figured today would be a good day to do this one. Kind of compare them a little bit as far as like heat and flavor. I think I'm gonna like that one more because this is peppermint, but who knows? So let's open it up. So I, Stephen Edwards, am 18 years of age or older. Have read and understood the product disclaimer at the League of Fire website. Will not hold the League of Fire, their manufacturers, or suppliers liable for any ill will or damage that may arise from me consuming this product, excuse me, or multiples thereof. I am of sound mind and agree to that without question. Smells really good. Smells really good. That's still on camera, right? Yeah. That's what it looks like. So it's got some candy cane pieces in there. I'm not real big on that. That's going to be hard to eat. Anyways, cheers, friends. I'm going to take my time eating this. So right off the bat, this one's a little bit harder than the Mad Bull Cow bark we did. So while I'm chewing it up, the chocolate really shines. A phenomenal chocolate. And then once I swallow it, I'm done chewing it up, that peppermint is just all over the palate. It increases the heat on this. I don't like the candy cane pieces. But outside of the candy cane pieces, this is delicious. It's really good. It's not as sugary as the Mad Bull Cow bar. I'm sure it is. It's just not as prevalent to me. And I thought this was going to be a lot more pepperminty than it is. So I'm glad that it's not as much. But now this piece left. Go ahead, friends, and just fast forward through this. I know I'm a slow eater. But when you were young and dumb and, you know, didn't take care of my teeth the way I should have, pay for it. And with things like this, I can generally eat them, but I gotta be real careful about it. Nose is already running a little bit. Starting to feel it in the belly. So at this point, I think this is hotter than the Mad Bull Cow butterscotch bark that we did a couple of videos ago. But I think the other one, a Mad Bull Cow, tastes better. I mean, this isn't bad, but you really gotta like peppermint and candy cane. I'm not really a fan of either of those. I am a fan of chocolate though. Oh, it's sticking to my teeth. And what was real? Same amount, 2 ounces. Oh. Hope everybody's having a good week, huh? I'll drop a little piece. Excuse me. Almost. Oh, 4-minute after. Yeah, so this is quite a bit hotter in my opinion. Than the Mad Bull Cow butterscotch bar, which are I don't know if there's any other League of Fire related bark challenges, or if it's just these two. That's why I keep referring it to that. Either way, if there is, I haven't had them. I've only had that one and this one. And I just did them back to back. I did one Thursday, today's Saturday. I'm doing this one today, so about a day apart from one another. This one's a lot hotter. I'm sweating. I got a little bead of sweat coming down. Nose is running pretty good. You know, it's got me doing that one. You know, that's how you know that something's warm for me. Stomach's easing up a little bit. It was kind of halfway through. I could feel it already. Can still kind of feel it in the same little spot right there, but it's not. It hasn't gotten worse or anything. It's just, you know, sitting there. So that's nice. But yeah, So I did these two challenges kind of back to back so that I could kind of compare them, since they're both kind of in the same wheelhouse, made by the same company. Little different flavor profiles and different peppers used. But I think this is hotter. And I think part of it's that, that peppermint flavor. It kind of gives you that cooling burn, in the mouth and the throat, on the palate. And that's kind of what's going on. So it feels, at least in the mouth and throat, a little bit hotter than I think maybe it actually is, because some of that's just coming from that peppermint flavoring. And the use of, I thought it was a candy cane, same thing, but they use those little peppermint little candies, the little ones you get at restaurants or something. So all in all, this is another good challenge. Really tasty, quality ingredients. I think this one's hotter, but I like the flavor of the butterscotch one better. But yeah, it's a good little challenge. Again, I would go back to eating multiples of those. This one would be harder than the other one. And again, it would just be a lot of consumption, a lot of sugar, a lot of that, in the stomach. The heat would pick up quicker on this one. So I think I could do, maybe a couple of these, and then I'd be done. I think I could do more of the butterscotch ones than this one. And they're both these challenges I'm referring to off and on here in this video kind of work the same amount of points at the League of Fire. So, but I think so. That was 4 minutes. I'm just gonna hop on real quick. I want to make sure it's a 4-minute afterburn. I just want to make sure. Again, it'd be nice if all the League of Fire products had the rules on them. But, I mean, I looked this up earlier. I'm pretty sure it's just a 4-minute burn. But I want to make sure while I'm still sitting here. I know my computer's going to go super slow. Let's see. But this was a fun challenge. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad I tried it. Again, I just wasn't sure how hard it was going to be to bite and chew. That's the other thing. The other one was a little easier for me to eat than this one. But yeah, 4-minute burn time. Cool. All right, my friends, everybody. I appreciate everybody watching my video. I appreciate everybody burning with me. I got some fresh peppers. I was lucky. I got some pods, so I'm going to be doing some pod videos. I have a bunch of different new challenges that just came in yesterday as well, but I got pods, so we're going to switch, do some pods, but I'll throw in a League of Fire challenge here and there as well. So, guys, have a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.